Hey, what is up guys, this is 1 of 9 here from 1 of 9 TV, and today I'm bringing you a replay from, can I be honest, it literally just looks like a bunch of jumble letters to me, and I can only make out the word Alpha, so I'm going to call him Alpha for the rest of the game, and he's going to be playing in his tier 6 British medium tank, the Cromwell. As you can see, this is a top tier game for him. He is one of 3 on each team, and it is on the map Steppes, which is a pretty decent map for this tank. He starts out by heading towards the eastern side of the map that contains the valley that holds the cap circle, and he is going to be kind of on his own out here, but luckily for him the enemy team doesn't really go towards the cap circle. As this is a low tier game, you're going to see some questionable behavior from some of those people involved, like this Panzer 38NA. I know the Panzer 38NA is a decent tank, but it's not good enough to just rush out into the open like he is, and he's going to get deleted pretty quickly. Now it's only him, an AMD 178, a T50, and a Lago heading all the way out this way, except the AMD is actually turning around to go chase down that Panzer 38NA. So it's just him, a T50, and a Lago, which should be enough to take this entire flank, considering that the Cromwell is quite a good vehicle. He drives up on there trying to get some quick spots out, and you can tell he was trying to spot because if you look at the minimap, you can see that his green spotting line is very, very close to the maximum white view range. Now, it's quite obvious from that this player is a very good tank. His reload's probably going to be down just under or right above 3 seconds. His view range is pretty much maxed out, and he has camo on the tank, so he's going to be able to just outspot and just dominate pretty much all of the lower tier tanks that he's going to come up against in this game. As you can see, it seems like the enemy team decided really to not push towards the cap circle, and most of them have become bottled up, just camping a little bit from their spawn. So he's got this P2640 and a Chaffee coming over this way to join him. He's going to try and see if he can get some shots into him. He waits around for a little bit to see if he can, and he decides, nope, I'm not going to be able to shoot him. So he decides to start driving forward and try and get up underneath and behind them. Now the P2640 is just getting absolutely destroyed right now because he is a tier 4 tank. It's a good tier 4 tank, but it's not that good. It's not like a Matilda where you can still bounce some tier 5s. He kills the Chaffee, making sure to aim and that he does hit the shot. And he's actually a very good player. You can tell not only because he has 2 marks of excellence on his gun barrel, and also because of the fact that he is on the medium tank missions for the T55A. Now he's getting a little bit unlucky against this T50-2, and he takes a big hit from T3045M. And he tries to snipe one into that AMX-40, and not going to happen. He decides against it. So he decides, ooh, there's a T3485M with his turret towards me. I can easily penetrate the side of that guy's turret. So he puts 2 into him, and he tries to see if he can sneak another one in before he gets into cover, but no, that is just not going to happen. His next target is going to be this P2640, and he has the side of him, and then he goes and he puts 1 into his side of the turret of the T50-2, much more dangerous tank to him, and then he goes and finishes off the P26. Now, of course, the T50-2 is looking at him, and he's just getting unlucky with his RNG right now. He misses 1, and then he actually bounces off this turret of the T50-2. So he tries to sneak another one, and he actually gets very lucky there. Manages to hit, and he decides, okay, it's time to push in. That AMD went for it. I'm going to push in with him. Fortunately, he takes 1 on the way in from the T50 and doesn't get 1 in return. Now in these situations, it's important to prioritize your targets, so he goes for the AT2, mostly because that is a tank that pretty much only he is left who can actually deal damage to him. Now he goes in with the Lago, and the T50-2 puts 1 in, then the T50-2 kills the Lago, and then he in turn kills the T50-2. Now he's driving forward and he sees, oh, this Grant is coming around the corner, maybe I can sneak 1 into him. He zooms in, and unfortunately for him, it wasn't the greatest shot, and the shot goes a little bit behind. Now he's going after the MX-40, the Duck, and he's not really a threat to him, but he's just getting so unlucky. He bounces the first shot, and then the Duck over angles, so he manages to put in his 3rd shot after the 2nd shot missed. Now, of course, unfortunately, his T28 friend got off the cap, and he tells him, you got to get back on the cap, you got to put pressure on them. They still have a bunch of very dangerous tanks. This game is far from over. Now he gets a nice long-range shot at this KV-2R, and it goes literally millimeters over the top of the tank. Now he's just going to go to town on this Grant. He gets one hit from the AMD, and I think one from the Covenanter, then he finishes him off for his 6th kill of the game and a Top Gun. Now the game has turned into a 5-on-4. The KV-1S is spotted in the middle of the map, and he's going for their Covenanter that's on really low health. So Alpha decides that he's going to probably see if he can support him. Unfortunately, he can't get any long-range shots in, so he has to go and get in close personal. He sees the KV-2, he tries to, and he misses, unfortunately. Now the KV-2 pulls back, manages to sneak one in before he gets all the way back. Now that KV-1S is going in on the Covenanter, and he's going to get this one in, he's going to get it in, and it, fortunately for him, bounces. The AMD has taken out the Panzer IV. He tries to fire one blind at the KV-2. Unfortunately for him, that shot does not hit. Now he goes in on this KV-1S. He auto-aims at him, and fortunately for him, the KV-1S has killed the Covenanter. So he's still trying to get a shot onto him. He finally manages to put one in. The KV-1S now starts coming towards him. He tries to put a shot in, and unfortunately his RNG puts it into the rock. Now he pokes out, the KV-1S misses, pulls him into the rock. He puts 2 into him, because I believe that KV-1S has the 85, so he's not going to get the rate of fire advantage that the Cromwell has. So he puts 1 in. The KV-1S absolutely fluffs his shot. You can take it safe now, and he makes sure to get the kill on the KV-1S for his 7th kill of the game. So now he's chasing 9 kills, because there's only 2 tanks left in the enemy team, so it's physically impossible for him to get a pools medal, unfortunately. So he tries to tell the 2 of these tanks that are still alive to go back to the cap, and now he decides to run away because he knows that if he just goes straight in, he's probably just going to get lit up by that KV-2, and the Stub probably can get a shot in as well. So he pulls back this way, he drives away, make it look like he's running away, and a very neat handbrake turn, and now he starts turning around, and he's going to come down the eastern flank and attempt to surprise them from a surprise angle. So now he's heading down this western flank. The Panzer IV HT-28 have actually gone past the cap, and they're going to try and flank around from the other side, which is an okay decision. There's still 8 minutes left in the game, and it's pretty likely that they're going to be able to win this one. So he starts heading down this way. He drives into the bushes to see if he can light anything up, because he is going to be able to light up a KV-2 before the KV-2 will be able to see him. Fortunately, he's fired out so many shots, he's actually pretty much out of his standard rounds. He gets one last shot into the KV-2R, but now he is loading nothing but gold because he's out of his standard rounds. So he starts heading down. He uses the low ground to get around because he pretty much guaranteed he didn't get spotted. However, he doesn't have 6 cents in this tank, so it's kind of difficult to know. We can pretty much say that he didn't, though, because the KV-2R isn't even looking this way, so it's obvious something spotted that way, and he never knew he was here. He gets one shot into the KV-2R, tries to get a second. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the chance to. He sees he's coming up, and the Panzer IV kills the KV-2R. Now it's just a matter of hunting down this last Doug 3G, and when we last saw him, he was on pretty low health. So Alpha drives in. He wants this 8th kill. He wants the Radley Walters. He drives this way, not there. He goes around. Drives up, he's like, okay, he's got to be back around here, and all of a sudden, plot twist, the Stug 3G gets spotted from behind. Now, of course, he knows he can take a shot or 2 from the Stug, so he just takes his time, makes sure to aim the shot well, right to where it's guaranteed to pen. He takes 2 shots, he's down 7 health, but he kills him and wins the game. Now let's take a quick look at the post-game stats. As you can see, that was an Ace, Tanker, Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect, Radley Walters for his 8 kills, High Caliber, and Top Gun. He received 32,300 credits, 2,772 experience, and 5 bonds for his awards. As you can see from the team results, he received 1,386 base experience for his 8 kills and 2,500 damage. He received almost 3 times as much experience as the next best player on his team, and did more than double the damage of the next best player on his team. In this game, he fired 39 shots, of which 26 hit and 23 penned, for a total of 2,500 damage. He damaged 10 enemy vehicles, destroyed 8, did 350 assistance damage, traveled almost 4 kilometers, made a profit of 18,000 credits, because he had to spend a little bit on that premium ammo there at the end, and because this was a first victory of the day, made 2,772 base experience. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on Wednesday.